Well, hello, good morning, welcome back to the channel. Just gonna butter out this morning. Actually, we deflated the airbags for the weekend because we were leans a little bit forward. It's not perfectly flat, but yeah, we've not had a bad 34 off. I decided next weekend I'm gonna film it for an extra video, just to show what I get up to. You know, I've been in the shop a few times. I've posted my all my paperwork that goes through a posting service. If I can get the air to go in, probably gonna have to wait for it to build up because it's down at 80 psi. Just put the airbags up, reset the trip mileage, get rid of the 3042 for last week, and yeah, let's get out of here. Just come to 5:57 it has this morning. I have started later because the clocks changed an hour. We're gonna get out, we're gonna go right because we've got the guy on our right. We've got a bit more room this way, but he's got his lights on. He's been there all night. He's got his lights on. I think we should be good. Yeah, we're out. Yeah, it's not the biggest area where we parked for trucks to park, but we got in, we got out, and yeah. So yeah, I want to film it next weekend, just to show a little bit of what I get up to. I've been to the shop, the supermarket that's over the road. I probably should have cut through that way, but oh well. Yeah, it's over the other side of the interstate. You know, went and used the showers and do some cooking and just chilled out. Really, it was nice to have the time off, but you know, there's work to be done, and work we shall do. That oversized load's still here. Thought that might have gone out this weekend. No, he's still there. Yeah, we've not had a bad spot in that. In there, to be fair, it was quiet. Trucks either side of me, they had the engines off most of the night, which is what you want. We don't want it to be noisy. We want it to be nice and quiet. I forgot to change the time on the truck, so it still says 5 a.m. instead of 6 a.m. But I can change that later. We can change that later because we can't do it while we're driving on these. It's locked when you're driving. But yeah, we're heading down to South Carolina. We're 469 miles away. It's got us there at 1:20 currently. So yeah, I don't know what we're going to be doing after this. I'll phone dispatch around, or driver manager around 7 o'clock. Let him know that I'm rolling and going to be there at what time, and he can let the load planners know, and in turn they can get straight out, and in turn they can find a load out of there for us, and hopefully it's somewhere different rather than back up to Wilmington, Illinois. But if it is, it is. It's nothing we can do about that one, is there? We just have to get that mirror back out a bit. Get on with the jobs that we get assigned, don't we? We're gonna wait because I think they're gonna go in a minute. I would think. Because there's not many coming from there. Yep. We'll get out after this one. Get on the interstate, can get up to speed.
Now turn right to merge onto the highway.
Into a slow. Yeah, they're all indicating. Yeah, apart from second one, but he is turning, he just hasn't put his turn signal on.
Now merge onto
Well,
the highway.
get on the interstate, you can get the batteries charged up because obviously they've took a hit this weekend. We've been in the truck all weekend. But yeah, we're just above freezing this morning again. So I wonder if they've got any snow up on the tops, up at on the 26th. I think the roads will be clear, but you know,
Follow the highway.
they might have some snow on the trees and that, and on the grass. There's a rest area up there actually that I'm going to aim for my break today. It'll probably be about 5.5 hours or something like that up to there. It looked very nice and scenic up there, so yeah, we'll get up there and have a break up there, and yeah, we should be good. So we're 62 miles away from Lexington, and we're going to go via Knoxville, and then after that we should be nice and clear from there. So, but we're up to speed. That is the good thing. Kroger's is where I went yesterday for my shopping. There isn't a proper footpath over. There's like no crossing lights at the junction that we've just come on at, so you just got to watch for traffic. But there is a footpath like over the bridge, which was weird. Then the sidewalk started just after that, so it wasn't too bad to get there. Just stocked up on milk and bread and that, rather than paying, you know, truck stop prices. I'd rather pay a bit less and get out and do some exercise, which is what we did. So yeah, let's get on and get down the road. So we've been on go a good few hours now, about nearly 3 hours actually in total. Just crossed into Tennessee, and yeah, they've got nice smooth roads here in the roadworks, as you can see. Jesus, no, it's awful this. I think they should have to, if they make narrow lanes like this, they should have to repair the roads first, make them smooth, I think, because this is just crazy, you know, bouncing all over the place. Yeah, we've let dispatch know, or driver manager know, we're going to be about 2 o'clock down there. It's got us there at 1:32 at the minute. We've been losing a little bit of time. Got nothing through yet though. We're still waiting for something to pop through for us. But yeah, we're doing alright. We've just come to 8:47, 48 mile away from Knoxville, so by the time we get there the traffic should be lighter. And yeah, we're not doing too bad. We are cruising on up the hills. Just gonna have to sit behind this truck for a bit. He's a bit slower than us getting up the top of this, but it's downhill from here. This is the top of the hill, you see. And yeah, truck's just ticked over 70,000 miles. It's just got above freezing as well, so we can't really grumble. We're doing nice. We're doing well. We are doing well. Turn them off now. Yeah, 291 miles to run, 4 hours and 44 minutes. I've got a feeling we might be doing another load back to Illinois. Just got that feeling, you know. If we are, I'll have a word with him after, when I get it on, and probably tomorrow, and say, you know, is there any chance he can get me somewhere else to go to, something different, you know? But we'll see. We say we've had nothing through, so we've got to wait and see what they find for us, and yeah, we can go from that. So I'll go enjoy the potholes a bit more, and yeah, we'll get past Knoxville and get onto the 81 and then out towards the 26, and then yeah, it should be not too bad from there then. Hey, so we're actually going to stop here at this pilot for our break because we need to have a look at the next job that they've sent us through. Phone and let us know it's a 9 o'clock pickup at Walmart, which is something different, but it's 9 o'clock at night. Is there any truck parking at that pilot? Doesn't look like it, so we're gonna have to go over the road to the TA, annoyingly, closed for remodel. Yeah, which, yeah, it's not perfect for 9 o'clock at night. I'd have sooner rather had it earlier. A lot earlier, because we're gonna have to try and get a split in somewhere, and yeah, I'm just gonna get out of here. Yeah, this isn't the best. Hoping that pilot were going to be open, but nope. Why it's not on the sign. Got 2 from the right and 2 from the left still. And you've got none from the left after this car. There we go. So yeah, I need to look and see the reviews to see if Walmart will take this early. We'll get us in early. Because if not, and we get a split, we only have about 4 hours left on duty, and the second split won't count, because unless it's longer than the first one, which yeah, doesn't bode well for that. But we're gonna have to have a look. There's a TA on the left here. We're gonna get in here and have our 30 minutes, and then we can have a look at the job and see what it is and what it's going to be like. Like I say, I'd like to accept it, but yeah, that's cutting it close, that, innit, to be fair. And yeah, we don't want that if we can help it. If we can help it. So there's trucks everywhere in here. We're just going to come through here. Oh, perfect. There's actually lines down. It's a bit run down, this place here, isn't it? It's a bit rough. We'll come here, get in this spot, and get it over a little bit more. To back up a bit to square it up. Well, this will do us in here. Right, I'll go quickly run to the bathroom, and yeah, we'll have a look at this job. So I decided to not have a break there. I just got on the phone to them and just came straight out. So there's a few options they can do. They're trying to push it back a bit, but I don't know, my head's complicated about the split that they're on about, because they're saying I won't be able to get in till 10 at night. Something like a 7-hour split or something, and I don't know. That's just totally thrown me as that one, to be fair. But the other option is they're going to ask if they can take it at 3 a.m. if we can pick up at 3 a.m. So if I can get down here and drop and pick up an empty and get parked up by 4, I can have 10 off and start at 2 a.m. and it's only around the corner. So fingers crossed they do the wait for them to knock down a gear so I can talk. Fingers crossed they'll do the 3 a.m. one, because that makes it a lot more easy. That makes it easier for me to understand, because I don't understand what they're on about, to be honest. It's probably because I'm driving and I'm trying to concentrate on this, and obviously I'm still new here, and yeah, that's really confused me, to be fair. But yeah, I'll get to this rest area, probably about 50 mile away or something like that I want to get to, and I'll have a research about it and have a think about it, and yeah, hopefully we get an answer by then, and hopefully it's the second option and we can go in at 3. You know, they might give us like a window to say, yeah, come in, just get in by 5 a.m. or something like that, or 4 a.m. for the night shift to be able to load it. In which case, perfect. I'll be happy at that. But yeah, bit unsure on what's happening at the minute. But yeah, let's get up to this rest area and I can have a break and relax for a bit. Alright, so we're just up at the rest area that we're going to stop in. I'm going to get my lights on and make sure that they're, because I couldn't see. You can see the indicator flashing usually. I need to move my boots as well now that it's not proper winter now. But yeah, just make sure that everything's working fine. Yeah, they are working. I couldn't see them flashing when I'm coming up the big hill, you see, but yeah, they're flashing. They're just a bit dimmer because it's daylight, you see. But yeah, just make sure everything looks okay. There's no majorly wrong. But yeah, it's a nice rest area up here. I do like this one. It is nice. It does look well. Yeah, we've got the lights working. Still got the seal on. They've took that next job off of us that we was going to do. The load at Walmart, because it's just not doable for us. They must have asked them for the times that we could get there, and they've just said no. So they've just took it off us. So we ain't got out at the minute, but we can get back on the way and go make some time at least and get down to this job, because we're an hour and 44 away. Oh, we've got a new message though. Just weight restrictions again in Wayne County. Don't affect us. Yeah, we've had nothing through, so we can get on our way. We're 99.4 miles away. Yeah, everything's secured up there. Get the front camera on though, that'll help, won't it, a little bit? That'll help us. There we go. And in gear helps as well. Yeah, I do like this rest area up here. It's a nice one to know to aim for, because there's not many trucks come up over here, you see. But I find it to be the easier route. But yeah, it looks very nice. I bet it's nice to spend your 10 hours off in here. I bet it's really nice and peaceful up here. You know, but I bet they get some snowfall though. There we go, we're good to get out. Yeah, I bet they get some snowfall up here in the proper winter. Through there. But we got a yield to them from the right, even though we can't see them. I don't know who's got to yield to. There's both lines down there, isn't there, to be fair. We've got yield lines and so have they. But yeah, it's got us there at 2:37. I imagine we're just going to get another Michelin load potentially to pick up. So, you know, if that's the case, that's the case. You know, that is just be nice to know what we're doing, won't it? You know, it's a good load to do that Michelin one up to Wilmington. Certainly is a good load. But they could be looking for something else for me. You know, if I don't hear out by like 2 o'clock, I'll give them a phone call and see what's what. See if they know roughly what's going to be happening, and then we can go from there. But yeah, we just come to 12:55. We've got 4 hours and 51 minutes of driving left for today. So it's just a drive. It's a drive time really that's killing us for doing that overload. But you know, it's everything as well. You know, we're going to be so tight on our time. It just isn't going to happen, is it? So, but yeah, it is nice up here. I do like it on this road. It's twisty turny, and it's feels like you're on it forever, but it is a very nice scenic road. Very nice. So yeah, we'll get down to this job, and hopefully next clip we know what's happening. We know what we're doing. So we have made it to South Carolina and Michelin. We are doing another Michelin load, I'm afraid, from here. We're heading into Greenville, picking one up, and we're going up to Wilmington again. But no, that's not bad. I'm happy at that. It's good. It's good mileage at least. I know it's a bit repetitive, but it is good mileage. And yeah, we shall see what we get from up there. I'll have a word with them tomorrow about it maybe, and see what's what. But yeah, it's not sunny down in South Carolina today. It's quite rainy to be fair, which isn't nice, but it is what it is. That is what it is. So we're heading down this one on the left. We're putting it in C210, she said. Did she say 210? It might be this way actually. Thinking about it. Might actually be down this one. 253, 56. No, it's all the way. 259, yeah. We need to turn around and head back. So let's get around here. She's not that bad to turn around here. There's quite a bit of space in here, you see. There is quite a bit of space. We're around, so we just need to head over, and it's up on the left, yeah. Yeah, so we'll get that load on tonight. We'll park up in the TA again, and we'll call her at that for the day. See if we can get a free spot, or if we have to pay, we have to pay, don't we? So there's nothing we can do about that. If we have to get a reserve spot, we'll just have to bite the bullet on that one and just pay it. But yeah, considering that, you know, they didn't really know what was happening with the load. Just after the last clip, it disappeared off of me. They took it off me, and yeah, they gave us this load that we're going to be picking up. So, you know, I'm happy at that. You know, at least we're not sat around waiting. It's something to get on with, isn't it? So let's try and get this in here. If we can, we should be able to. There's plenty of room in here. Just in the weather just isn't on my side at the minute. Put something to try and stop the switches from getting wet at least. We have got the tandem slid right back, so we ain't got any rear end swing to worry about. Just the front, really. If we're going to get that at that, we'll start bringing around. Now, we're going to take a pull up, we're going to get it further over. We're going to be cutting too close to that other trailer there. I should get it in at this though. But yeah, we've had a good run down, rest of the way from my break. We've got 2 hours and 55 driving left for the day. What I think I will do is I'll get it on yard moving here, just to save some of our time. And yeah, it's turning so slowly. Just needs that a little bit more, and then it'd be a lot better for turning this truck. It's just, Kenworths are just slow. They're coming round. I don't know whether it's just because they're a longer wheelbase or something, or whether they just don't turn as much, the steering wheel. Now the window up. Stop the rain from getting in, otherwise the truck will be damp. Yeah, I just don't know why they turn so slow. I don't know if anyone knows why they turn slow, whether it's just the turning radius they've got, or the just with it being a longer wheelbase than the others. I think it's probably just the turn radius of the steering wheel that's the problem. So everything else seems pretty much the same, but that is us in. So let's get this dropped, and yeah, we'll pick up and empty it and get on our way to Greenville to go pick ours up. Okay, so we have made it to the other side, Michelin. I don't think this trailer's around here, but we'll come and check, because if not, you can guarantee it'll be around here. Yeah, traffic's a bit heavy, to be fair, on the way. We did have a bit of a scare though. There were a cone line in the middle of the road, and there were a van pretty much right up the arse of a truck. So the truck moved out the way of the cone, but the van hit it, spat it straight in front of us. Luckily we hit it, but I think it was the tyre that caught it, because it just spat it back out into the road, and I was worried, oh, bumper's going to be destroyed and smashed to pieces. You know, we couldn't swerve out of the way of it. You know, I had a car on that side and another one on that side, so yeah, luckily no damage done. It must have just been like where this cone starts and gets wider, must have just dipped under the bumper and just ran over it with tyres. So very, very lucky. Very, very, very lucky. Literally bounced off the truck in front. Well, in front of the semi there were a pickup truck, and it bounced off of that on a pothole, and the truck managed to avoid it. I don't think he looked to see if there were anyone there, but yeah, he swerved and avoided it. Luckily there was no one on the side of him. So and then yeah, unfortunately the van couldn't react in time because we were too close, and yeah, but luckily we got away with it. I am very, very relieved. We've just come to 4:30. We have currently, so we're a little bit later than we were last week, but there seemed to be loads of reserved spaces to pay for in that TA. So you know, we're probably gonna have to pay anyway. But you never know. The truck stops are weird out. There's some days they're absolutely heaving. The next they're empty, but well, we'll see. That's all we can do. As long as we can get in the space, you know, if it costs and we have to get the money back, it costs and we have to get the money back, doesn't it? So, but where is this trailer? It's 78732 we're looking for. In here, I imagine it's just going to be down the bottom. I was tempted just to come straight down the bottom, but I thought, you know what, I never looked on the way in to see if it were there because I was worried about bumper. And it's a fairly big plant this, but they ain't got a lot of space for the trailers, have they, and stuff in. You know, it's really quite limited on space. So let's see if it's down here. It should be. It can't be anywhere else really. It's either down here or it's not here at all. And if it ain't here at all, I ain't picking that empty up yet. I'll try and park up bobtail. We might be able to get a space then. 78732 is what I said, wasn't it? 78732 on that. And 78732. It's this one here. Perfect. Does look like it's dropped a little bit low though, to be fair, which is not ideal. So we had to slow wind the last one up in here as well, and the last one up at Indiana. Should bring her around and line her up. Yeah, this looks really low. Let's actually jump the airbags, but I don't think we're going to get it though. Oh, way off, to be fair. I don't think we're going to be able to get it. We're going to have to slow wind this up, which is going to be nice. Going to be nice. I don't know what weight's in this. I didn't look at that, but I don't know. No. No. No, we're gonna have to slow wind it. But what's it's just 30,009 in this, so not a bad weight. So yeah, we're gonna get this slow wound up and got it hooked up. Go see what the traffic's like. So we made it out onto the I-85, heading towards Charlotte Way. Just finding traffic now we are, which is not what we want, but it's got us at 5:38 at the minute. I can't remember what time we got there last week. That's some engine in that Peterbilt or whatever it is there, isn't it? Peterbilt, the Caterpillar one in there. Yeah, it's probably not far off when we got there last week, were it? 5:38. But yeah, we're 12 mile away, 24 minutes. It was just before here, coming the other way, where we found that cone. I wonder if it's still on the road. I wonder if some pub some poor buggers hit it and took the bumper off. Let's say we got very, very lucky. Very lucky. It didn't take any of the trim off at the side of the truck. No, nothing. It was just the tyre. But yeah, we got this slow wound up. Some weight in it, but yeah, you got to do it if you want to get the load on, haven't you? So we got it on. We can just get straight off in the morning once we start. I don't know what time to start in the morning. But depends when we get parked up, really, doesn't it? Really, so we'll be able to start is 4. I think I started at 5 last time, maybe. I think. Something like that. That sounds about right. It's 5 o'clock, isn't it, when I started? So yeah, between 4 and 5, probably 5 o'clock, maybe have an extra hour in bed. Sounds more appealing, doesn't it? And just hit it hard tomorrow. We'll not go over the 25 East. We'll go round. I think it was 46 minutes longer. No, 46 miles longer, sorry. But only 1 mile longer in the end. So, you know, that shows it's a lot better for the truck. It's moving. It's not up and down the hills. It's not stop-start traffic. It's going to be a lot better for fuel, which we will need tomorrow. We're halfway between half and a quarter. So, yeah, I might. There's a few pilots on the 81s. So, by the time we get there, we'll probably be on a quarter of a tank. So, yeah, I'll put fuel request in tonight for it. And put in comments, you know, that this is where I'm going. I can make the 81. There's a few pilots on there or Flying J's to fill up it, and yeah, hopefully they put one back to us that we can fill up it, and yeah, happy days on that. Be happy days on that. But yeah, we're just stuck in this traffic. It's just volume of traffic this time of day. This interstate joining here, so yeah. Let's get down at truck stop and see what it's like. Well, moment of truth has come. Let's have a look in here. It's just come to 5:43. It currently has. I just don't like it. Looks full. It looks busy. Space is down here, but leaning like that. Should lean on them, man. Let's get round back. Let's get round the back and see what there is. Oh, that's some long load, isn't it? That's some length on it. You ain't getting that in a space. Yeah, that'll be some weight that'll pull, innit? Right, what's round here? Oh, there's trailers in them ones and that one. There's a few reserved ones. We're gonna have to put it in a reserved. We ain't got a choice tonight. I'm gonna put it in one of these, I think. Maybe the one with the concrete down on the floor. We'll get further down. We'll get a bit further down. And yeah, we should be good in the morning then to get out. Maybe next to this orange one. Yeah, we'll get next to this orange one. And go pay. It's frustrating, but what can we do? We've got to have a space, haven't we? We have got to have a space. We ain't got a choice. We've got an hour left. And yeah, I'm not trying to find anywhere else to park. I'm not trying to find a way of turning around to get back into the pilot to have a look. And we ain't going round again. There was a space on the front row, but I remember the parked there last time and we struggled to get out a little bit, didn't we? So we'll put it here. This will do us tonight. Loads of room to get out in the morning, he says. At the minute. And yeah, we'll just have to go pay. I'll get it back. I'll put the expense in for it, but it's not ideal. You know, if I come down here again, I'm going to look at remember this and start early in the morning, early morning. You know, maybe look at starting, I don't know, 3 o'clock, 4 o'clock at least. If you want to get down here and parked up by like 4 o'clock, really, don't you? See how far back we can get. Seem to have quite a bit of room. I did have until I couldn't see. I'm gonna go check that, see what we've got behind us. 1 sec. Oh. Let's have a look. Oh, we've got loads of room, absolutely loads of room. We can get that back and get in here. Probably nearly get in line with this one, to be fair. Have another look. Put window up now because it's raining and we're getting wet through in here. Yeah, I can keep that coming back till I'm definitely in line with that. Not quite in line. I'm going to knock it back a few feet more. And we'll call it at that because he's over the line behind us. We're about 1.5 foot. Well, I'll leave it here. I'm leaving it here. I ain't moving it. We're in the line. We're perfectly in the space, to be fair. So, them off, that off. Start drying, so yeah. Put that on duty. Alright, let me go book in and pay for a space, and we've definitely got it, and then yeah, we'll do it for your request. So we have actually just got the fuel request done. I phoned them up to get the reference number for the parking that we've just paid for, and he asked if I needed a fuel request as well, and I said yeah, while I'm on the phone, saves them having to end what they're doing to do it. So yeah, we've got that in already. So he can't do it now, but he's put it in already. It just saves him having to try and forward it on to who it needs to go to later on if they get busy. So yeah, so that'll get done in the morning when they're in at 6, my driver manager, and then yeah, we can see where they get for us to fill up. We should be good to go from there. So yeah, we've paid in here. We got this spot. I've put suspension down so it's a bit more level in here, and yeah, it's miserable weather. It is raining still, but it's never the mind. We're all settled in, and yeah, we'll try and get to that pilot at Lebanon again tomorrow. That didn't seem too bad from there. We got some distance in still in the day after, and yeah, I'll speak to them tomorrow when if they don't hear out about the fuel. I'll phone them tomorrow and yeah, see if they can get me away from getting down to South Carolina, because it's costing money every time we come down here to try and get parked. But oh well, at least we've got a spot. We're off duty. We've not gone over our time. Didn't stress. We didn't mess about. That's a nice Peterbilt. That's coming in, the white one. Oh, hang on. There is some nice old Peterbilts that there is around, especially on heavy haulage or recovery. Yeah, there is some nice ones. So yeah, I'm going to stop rambling on. I'm going to get off and end this video, and yeah, I will see you all in the next one.